Right, welcome back to episode 3. As you can see, I've still got loads of stuff on the screen. I'll get rid of that. So last episode we finished the API. It is now working properly, and people can't access the things we don't want them to access. What I'm going to be doing this episode is adding a couple of functions and basically doing some cleanup and making sure it's a little bit nicer to deal with. One of the things that's most annoying right now is this. Our file name is called move. So we can't use that to as our variable to store the API in, as it were, and I have to call it something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these two around. So I was going to move to move API basically, and that should have made us another one. Okay, I guess not. That'll do. So I just need to open that now. Oh god, I've got to go to my updates roaming. Where are you? You're in. Oh yeah, saves, and then it's this one. 8. Boom. And this should be exactly the same as this one, and I can delete move now. Perfect. Right, so now instead of importing move, we can import move API, and we can call this move, and this will have to be called move API. There we go, that makes a little bit more sense, right? Move API.setup, store it in a variable, and then use that to do move.write, and so forth. Perfect. Now let's add a couple of... oh god. What did I do? Let's add a couple of functions. Here we go. So we got the getX, because we do need people to have access to these. So the way to do that is to create a function that basically just returns that value. So we're going to do that for both x, z, or x, y, and x, z, and y. I'm working on different projects which use the x, z, and y kind of directions differently. So in Minecraft, y is up and down. In other projects I'm working on, z is up and down, so that I get confused sometimes. Make sure you return the right value, so z chord and y chord. So now we have access to these. I think we want to have exactly the same for the home x, so we want to be able to get these as well. And they're called x home, z home, and y home. Now we also want to be able to change these values probably, because the user might want to change his home at some point for whatever reason. So we're going to have to create a function that does that. So we're going to go set home, and it's going to need, let's say 3 variables. That makes sense, I guess. So it's going to have x, z, y, and don't forget to do is equal to function. There we go. Let me think about this. We have another function that takes variables. It's just the same as normal, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, good. So basically we go x home is equal to x, z home is equal to, oh god, I'm doing really well typing today, and y home is equal to y. So the user can set these. We might want them to be able to set them individually as well. So local set home x is equal to function x, and then x home is equal to x. We copy paste this 3 times. And do the same for the z. I'm going to call this one z. I'm going to call this one y. This might be a little bit boring, but so be it. Okay, so we've added these. This will do for now. Now we just have to add them to the bottom here. So we've got get x. We already added that one. So we need get z is equal to get z. Get y is equal to get y. Get home. Didn't write these yet, did I? Or did I? Yeah, get home x. Oh, perfect. So equal to get home x. Get home z is equal to get home z, and get home y is equal to get home y. There we go. There's a couple more we had, which was the set home. Yep. So set home is equal to set home x is equal to set home x, set home z is equal to set home z, and set home y is equal to set home y. Add all of these guys. Perfect. I believe that was all of them. Hopefully, for the love of God, let that be all of them. I think that, yeah, that's it. Perfect. So now the user will be able to do stuff with the home coordinates. Now, one thing I want to add as well is GPS. I've already been recording for a couple minutes now, so I'm probably not going to do that this episode. Let's just add a couple more functions just in preparation for that. And put these at the bottom because they're a little more specialized. So let's make a function call search. Yeah, I want a function that will sort of try and contact GPS computers again and see if it can find its coordinates. And I want a function that I'm trying to think of a good function name. I'm having trouble. Let's try search for GPS. There we go. Call it that for now. So local search for GPS is equal to function. So this function is going to try and contact GPS servers and redetermine its position. And we're not going to implement it now, we're just going to put it here. So it does nothing. Now what we're going to have to do as well is we're probably going to have to actually... Oh, the GPS is already imported, I believe. You don't have to do anything with that. I'm going to have to figure out how to actually use the GPS API. Because within this API we're going to be using the GPS API just like we're using the Turtle API. And also what we're going to have to do is that in the setup we're going to have some kind of little bit of user interface facing going on. For if you can't find a GPS, then it has to either set these to some kind of default, which I'm going to set to 0 for now because it's a little bit silly that they're on random numbers. And also the orientation is going to have to be set by the user as well because it won't know its orientation initially. So the user is going to have to do some little bit of input, or maybe this will be possible to determine with the GPS actually, but that'll take a couple of steps. But I guess we'll get into that next episode. So for now we have a slightly nicer API. Is there anything else I would like to add? I don't think so. We might want to be able to change the Y travel. We could add that one as well. Local get Y travel is equal to function, and we got local set Y travel is equal to function, and it's going to have a Y in it, and so this one is just going to return Y travel, and this one is going to go Y travel is equal to Y. There we go. Perfect. Anything else? Get orientation. Oh yeah, we're going to have to do that as well. Local get orient oh god, orientation is equal to function, and so I'm going to return it as a number here. This is going to be to get the number, but we also might want the user to be able to see the string as well. So we're going to have a get orientation as string, and that will return orientations orientation. Now, someone who's watching has probably noticed that I've been making all sorts of mistakes while doing this, mainly being this one, putting this dot in front of every single variable. I'm not used to doing this in Lua, so that's why I haven't done it, basically. Return this to orientation, return this to orientations, this to orientation. I think that was all of them. Yeah, it was. So we added get y travel, set y travel, get orientation, and get orientation as string. Get y travel and set y travel is equal to set y travel. There we go. And the other one was get orientation is string. Get orientation is equal to get orientation as string is equal to, and I'm not going to type all that again. There we go. Perfect. So we've added 1,000,000 functions. That should be working. I'm just going to see if it is. Let's try. So it does move right. Okay, let's print our orientation. So it's going to be move.getOrientation. Let's do it as string while we're at it. Right, so that is saved. Theoretically, do I have tab completion now? No. 3 attempt to call nil. Yeah, this is really annoying. So whenever this happens to you, because you've been changing your API, kill the bot and try again. There we go. So it did it. It went from west to north apparently. I don't know whether that's actually west because it's just setting itself to west in the beginning as a default at the moment. But we'll get to that when we do the GPS stuff. That's going to be next episode. So thanks for watching. This might have been a slightly boring one where we're not really doing much, but had to be done. So hopefully next episode will be a little bit more interesting when we add the GPS stuff. So see you then, and thanks for watching, and bye.